Hey, this is Jonathan with Lonestar Land Sales, and congrats on finding the best property for you or getting that process started. Today, we're going to talk about owner financing. When it comes to buying land, there's several different options available. You can get a bank loan that would require typically that you have 20 to 30% down saved up. And you're going to need to show your tax return, income statements, have a high credit score, typically about 680 or more. For many people, they may not be able to fit all of those categories for whatever reason. That's why owner financing can be a great tool for you to use. Now, with owner financing and bank financing, there are a lot of similarities. So you still make a monthly payment, you still have a down payment. With a traditional loan, you would pay the bank every month. With owner financing, now you're paying the seller. So the person who you purchase a property from, they are acting as a bank. So you give them the down payment and you would pay them monthly. Now, the great part about owner financing is there's a lot more flexibility. You don't have to have a perfect credit score. You don't have to have, $20,000 to $30,000 saved up in your bank account. If you're someone who owns a business, or you can make the money, but it may not be as regular income that a bank would want to see, you're still able to purchase that property. You're also able to negotiate things around the down payment, purchase price, things like that. Whereas with a bank, because they have so many other customers, they're pretty rigid. The great part on your end as well is there's no early payoff penalty. Now, some people kind of get confused, but what that means is that you are not committed to paying for the property over 20, 30 years. You can pay it off within 3 to 5 years, depending on when you get a house out there, or if your business does really well. In a month, you can pay more towards the property so that it becomes yours even faster. Owner financing is a great tool for you to get the property and give you some buffer or some additional funds for you to go ahead and get started on building that into your dream property. Because let's say you still had 20 to 30% down for the purchase price. Well, what would that mean for you to take just 10% down to purchase the property? And now you can use the rest of those funds to work on getting construction started, putting a fence out there if you wanted to. If you went through a bank, it might take you 5 years. With owner financing, because of the savings that you're getting on the down payment, you're able to turn that into maybe 2 or 3 years because you have the additional funds. I want to tell you guys a story about the Rivera family. They own a business, it does really well, but they were in a situation where they didn't have $40,000, $50,000 in their bank account to be able to buy a property, and they didn't have their credit built up so that if they wanted to go to a bank, they would be able to get a bank loan. What we were able to do with owner financing is get them a property that is 10% down. There was no credit check. They didn't have to give any kind of income tax statement, and they were able to very easily and quickly buy their property and have already started turning it into their dream property. If you have additional questions about owner financing or how that could work for you and in your situation, give me a call at 830-444-9529, and let's talk about how we can get you set up to purchase land for your dream property.